All right, Yano Saucers, here we are, and welcome back to dive number 5. I don't remember a whole lot of this dive intrinsically. I think it was with my dive buddy Terry and Kurt came along. As you can see from the max depth, we got down to 25 feet, which means we did not get out of the muck, which means it was a warm dive, but also means we didn't see anything. Maybe some fish. I don't know. Let's find out. Jump right into it. Yeah, there's Terry in the tank top. All right. That means we're staying warm. There's nobody that gets colder in a dive than Terry. So if Terry's going blasting bare chest, then yeah, we're gonna be in some warm water. My man Terry here, I've teased him about this before. He puts on the 7mm wetsuit at Mermet and then pops on another like 7mm vest. This man dives with 14mm of wetsuit. I'm like, man, Terry, let me go get my depleted uranium weights, because you're going to need a bunch of lead that's not going to fit in all them pockets. Nah, I'm just teasing Terry. You do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. But in this case, you're doing the no thermal protection thing, so get used to looking at this, because you ain't gonna see much better. Yeah, we're actually in a group of 3. I had to analyze the video. I'm pretty sure that's Kurt over there on the left side of Terry. And he's hard to see, even though we're like, maybe 10 feet apart. Dive instructors of the Azores, come to St. Louis, come to Arkansas. Come dive in this and you'll appreciate what you got so much more. That's the whole point of this, if there's one good thing about growing up, on this diving block, you cut your teeth in these awful conditions, and then when you get to the clear water, it's just like, bam! It's just so much better, and then you remember why you even did it to begin with. But this is bad. Like, what? I don't even understand. Like, why is the visibility terrible from 0 to 40 feet? Like, what is happening in this lake to kick up all that muck? And then you hit the bottom, or you hit the bottom layer, I'll say, and it just opens up. I've never really understood thermocline's temperature, never understood thermocline's visibility. Yeah, thermocline. So there's the thermocline was at 25 feet. The optical cline, is that a word? Hey Patty, I got a new word for you. I'm calling it the opticline. There we go. That rolls off your tongue just a little better. Calling it the opticline. That's where the visibility changes abruptly, just like the temperature. Although in this case, they did not coincide with one another. Yeah, thermocline was at 25-ish feet. Opticline was at 40 feet. We did not get below 40 feet, so you can tell. Well, I mean, look at this. It is just terrible. Terrible GoProing. It's just me and Terry and Kurt. I assume Kurt was there somewhere. I don't see him. I'm already done with this dive. Where are we at here? 141. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, I got 12 more. What was I recording for 12 more? I wonder if some of these belong in dive number 4, but I did not dive with Terry in dive number 4. It was me and Dave, and that was it. And this dive is clearly Terry, and I bet a lot of money that's Kurt in the distance. I'm sorry, Dave, if you were really looking forward to our diving time together, immortalized on YouTube, accented with this commentary. I'm sorry, Dave. Something effed up. I don't remember what it was. I suspect my camera just didn't work. But I don't remember. I should remember, but I don't. But it's alright. We didn't see nothing anyway. Yeah, okay. Kind of reminds me of this dive. What are we looking at? Rocky bottom. Hazy rocky bottom. Boy, Terry, you got a serious vein in your head there, brother. I'm not used to seeing that. You usually got a hood on. Yeah, I hope that's all right. I mean, well, your wife is a nurse, so I'm sure she's seen that and is probably cool with it. So, all right, moving on. Yeah, what am I even looking for here? Nobody knows. How deep am I? Probably like 20, 25 feet. I don't know. I just can't believe I got... Why did I keep my camera on for this long? This is not good GoProing. Dude, I hope I got a minute 30 left in this segment. What am I going to talk about? Man, I'm already out of ideas. And this is video 3 of 13 on this useless dive. This is not good YouTube entertainment. YouTube, I apologize. Are you not entertained? You are not entertained. I don't even know what to say. I could talk about Portugal. Maybe I'll just start doing that. Well, these rock overhangs are always pretty cool. Yeah, that's definitely Kurt. Man, Terry, if that vein like grows in some kind of mathematical relationship to how deep you are, you better stay shallow, my brother, because that vein is popping, and we're at like 25 feet. Oh, I'll take a time out here to laugh at Dave. Dave forgot his BCD. Sorry, Dave. I mean, that's kind of funny. That's like, you know, if you're gonna forget some dive equipment, I guess it's all like important. Yeah, if you're ranking dive equipment on importance from like top to bottom, what would be the #1 piece of gear? I'm gonna have to go with regulator, because yeah, it don't matter about anything else. Hey, there's some Llano sauce. He's coming at you. Uh-oh. Yeah, hang loose Llano saucers. Hold on, yeah, I might have 43. Oh, I just bumped the table, sorry. I got exactly 10 to go. Jeez. Alright. Hey, here's one of the rocks from the dive flag inner tubes. Yeah, so when we pick a spot to dive, we take these dive flags and float them in the middle of inner tubes and throw them out. Terry says it's time to turn around. And throw them out into the water, so the dive boats will take the propellers and go elsewhere. And I actually found that rock. I think on this dive I found both the dive flag rocks, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Maybe I didn't. Can't quite remember. You know what? Maybe it was Dave's dive where I found the other dive flag rock. Because we're pretty far from the other one now. And Terry wanted to turn around, and I don't blame him. And Kurt was like, I hate the wetsuit. And yeah, Kurt, shout out to you, Kurt. I love you, but your disdain towards wetsuits was not lost on me on this trip. Hey, I don't believe you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Kurt is like taller than me by quite a few inches, so I'm 6'4" on a good day. Kurt gotta be at least 6'8", and I'm just like, man, yeah, I can understand you not want to squeeze into a wetsuit that most likely is way too small for you. I mean, at 6'8", you gotta start getting custom gear, I imagine, right? I don't know. How many companies are gonna stock things that depend on size for big bloats like Kurt here? There's some Llano sauce, and I'm coming at you. Yeah. I do like the new regulator. I will say this, it's a little heavy in my mouth. I've found... yeah, kind of one of my trademarks is I go diving and keep my hand on my regulator. I'm not really sure what started that. And I don't do it all the time. Well, I kind of do now, but like, so... yeah, a few reasons why I did that. One, I was worried about somebody kicking a regulator out of my mouth. You know, we're all experienced divers at this point. Although I didn't used to be. But, you know, things can still happen. You get underwater, things get discombobulated, group gets kind of turned around, somebody can kick me in the face, jolt out my regulator, you know, and that's like a freaking nightmare scenario to me. You know, I got the octo right here on my left pec once I get underwater. But, you know, these are things you never want to actually have to use. And dude, I feel like I'm not good at holding my breath, man. If I was at depth and that regulator popped out of my mouth for whatever reason, I'd probably just shoot for the surface, honestly. I know that's wrong. There's some Yano sauce, and he's coming at you. Yeah, my first instinct and what I'd probably do is just shoot to the surface. You know, I'll deal with DCS, whatever. I mean, if I drop my regulator and I don't have any air in my lungs, if I took a deep breath, you know, I might be able to overcome it, whatever. But if I don't have any air in my lungs, I breathe in and be like, hey, oh, yeah, I found this hose. Yeah, we're getting shallow now. Hold on, where are we at? 150. Oh, I got a few left. Here's the other rock. Oh, we did find both rocks in one dive. All right, yeah, that's the other one holding the inner tube for the dive flag. I already totally forgot the tangent I was on about air in my lungs. What was I talking about? So I'm gonna go back and listen to this and kick myself in the head because I can't remember. When the lights are on, man, things change. What did Mike Tyson say? Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Yeah. That's pretty much my life. I can't even argue it. Metaphorically punched in the mouth. I'm not an underground street fighter. I think I medically get punched in the mouth a few times. Alright, where are we at here? 152. Okay. Second to last segment. Yeah, Terry, hey, keep your fins away from my rock, okay? That kind of looked like a sand dollar, which obviously is totally impossible. Oh, the video's freezing up now. Alright, last segment here. Hope you enjoyed it. We got one more dive left. That actually dives down into the cold, clear water. Man, look at that line on that rock. It's pretty cool. You're going to want to stick around for that because it's awesome. You're going to see some old cans. I will see you there.